Hello again and welcome to MMOFTW for the week of September 16th, 2012. I'm Bill Murphy, your host on this little adventure through the week that was in MMO news. And since I'm just back from vacation and still a little bit filled with Jamaican rum, let's get started before I pass out and vomit all over myself. Aren't I classy? This is MMOFTW.
I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Ah! Yes, they are broken. Perhaps you could toss me a Band-Aid or some antibacterial cream. I'm in an extraordinarily large amount of pain. The bone has gone through the skin. I fear it might be gangrenous. The wound is beginning to smell a little like almonds, which is not good.
First up this week is the rather unsurprising fact that ArenaNet's Guild Wars 2 has sold 2 million copies and reopened first-party digital sales as well. The company announced this milestone on Thursday of last week, and we can only imagine this number growing in the months to come. Obviously, I guess you don't really lose sales, do you? Anyway, the game's business model and quality put it a notch above the rest, so grats to the ArenaNet folks, as the success is certainly well-deserved. And in other NCSoft news, Blade & Soul was finally unveiled for its Western development and eventual release, and we published our first hands-on with the title from August Gamescom in Cologne, Germany. Cassandra Kaw found that the mixing of martial arts and fantasy like a classic Ang Lee movie, plus the pretty visuals, the tight controls, and well, who doesn't want to roll in a game that lets you walk on water? Look for more on Blade & Soul as the game heads towards its Western release, but until then, head to bladeandsoul.com for all the details on NCSoft's next big MMO. Moving on, Trion's Rift saw its Calm Before the Storm update, or 1.10, go live this past week, bringing with it cross-faction PvE grouping. That means the Defiance and the Guardians can actually group together for PvE content. A new instant adventure mode, and the Autumn Harvest Festival makes its return as well. As Rift hurdles towards its November 13th Storm Legion expansion launch, we also got an exclusive look at the new Warrior Soul, the Tempest. You can head over to stormlegion.riftgame.com for more details, or you can head to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/MMORPGcom, and you can find that Rift Soul reveal right there at the top of the page. Next up is Firefall, which teased its milestone update for the MMO shooter. We just recently saw one that focused on completely redoing the classes, and this time the massive overhaul is focused on the PvE content in the game. It's focused on the direction of players, the rewards, the scaling and scalability, enemy creatures, and even the Chosen War dynamic events that are out there in Firefall. This next milestone seems to be a big one if your favorite parts of Firefall are the open world PvE counters. Now, there's no set date for this patch, but it's a huge in scope, so the team will be keeping you updated on its progress at firefallthegame.com. Lastly, we come to a somewhat sad story this week. Longtime EVE community staple Sean Vilerat Smith was killed during attacks by a religious group in Benghazi. Smith was a State Department official on duty and was also one of EVE's most prominent diplomats and figures. By all accounts, a great friend and a terrific person, Sean will be missed sorely by those who knew him, by the loving family he leaves behind, and by those who gamed with him. We'll miss you, Vilerat. Rest in peace. Well, I hate to end on such a somber note, but that's it for this week, folks. I hope you all have a fantastic week of gaming ahead, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook at MMORPGcom, without the dot. Once again, I'm Bill Murphy for MMORPG.com. Remember, always, more so now than ever before, I guess, don't let a bad pug get you down.